You will never find your true purpose by looking within yourself. The world tells you to search inside, to follow your heart, and to create your own meaning, but the truth is, you didn't create yourself, so you can't be the one to define your purpose. A product doesn't determine its own function. Its creator does. A painter decides the meaning of the painting, not the canvas. A builder determines the use of a house, not the bricks. In the same way, the one who made you is the only one who can reveal the reason for your existence. People spend their entire lives searching for meaning in the wrong places. Some chase success, thinking that their career will bring them fulfillment. Others seek approval from people, believing that their value is found in how others see them. Some pursue pleasure, trying to fill the emptiness inside with temporary happiness. But no matter how much they achieve, how much they gain, or how much they experience, something always feels missing. That's because purpose doesn't come from personal ambition, human recognition, or worldly accomplishments. It comes from knowing the one who created you and aligning your life with his plan. Before you were born, God already knew what he designed you to do. He gave you specific talents, dreams, and passions, not for your own glory, but for his. He placed within you a desire for something greater because you were created for something eternal. The reason so many people feel lost is that they are looking for direction in things that were never meant to guide them. Money, status, and self-help strategies can never take the place of a relationship with the one who holds your purpose. True purpose begins with surrender. It's not about making your own plans and asking God to bless them. It's about seeking his plan and walking in obedience. When you acknowledge that your life is not about you, but about the one who created you, everything changes. Your goals shift, your priorities realign, and the weight of confusion lifts. You stop chasing after things that don't satisfy and start living with confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The world tells you to build your identity around what you do, but God defines you by who you are in him. Your career may change, your achievements may fade, and your circumstances may shift, but your purpose remains because it is anchored in something greater than yourself. You were not made to live a self-centered life. You were designed to live in relationship with God, to love and serve others, and to use your gifts for a purpose that extends beyond this life. Nothing in creation exists for itself. The sun shines to bring light. Trees grow to produce fruit and oxygen. Rivers flow to sustain life. Everything serves a purpose beyond itself, and you are no different. You are made for something bigger than your personal ambitions or temporary success. When you live for yourself, life feels empty, but when you live for the one who created you, life overflows with meaning. Trying to define your own purpose leads to frustration because it was never meant to be discovered apart from God. He is the author of your life, and only he can reveal the reason you were created. The moment you stop looking inward and start looking upward, everything changes. Your purpose was never meant to be a mystery. It has been waiting for you all along, found in the one who designed you for something greater than yourself. You are not an accident, and neither are the gifts and talents within you. The abilities you have, the things that come naturally to you, and even the passions that stir your heart were placed inside you for a reason. You were designed with intention, crafted by the hands of a creator who knew exactly what the world would need at the time of your existence. Nothing about you is random. The things you excel at, the ideas that spark creativity in your mind, and the skills that make you stand out are all part of a greater plan that goes beyond what you can see. Some people spend their entire lives unaware of the gifts they carry because they compare themselves to others. They see someone else succeeding in a particular field and they assume they should follow the same path. But purpose is not found in imitation. It is found in embracing what makes you unique. The world does not need another copy of someone else. It needs you to step fully into who you were created to be. The talents you have were not given by accident. They are tools designed for a specific purpose. And when you use them in alignment with God's plan, they bring fulfillment not only to your life, but also to those around you. Every person has been equipped with something special, but not everyone recognizes it. Some gifts are obvious, like artistic ability, leadership, or speaking skills. Others may be more subtle, like the ability to encourage others, a deep sense of empathy, or a talent for problem solving. Just because your gift isn't flashy doesn't mean it isn't valuable. Some of the most important roles in life are carried out by people who operate behind the scenes, using their skills to support, strengthen, and build up others. Gifts are not meant to be hidden or wasted. They are given to be used, refined, and developed. Too many people bury their talents out of fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear that they are not good enough. But a gift left unused does not fulfill its purpose. When you step out in faith and begin using what has been given to you, even in small ways, you will see doors open and opportunities arise that you never expected. Growth happens when you take action, even when you feel unprepared. Your talents were given to serve a purpose beyond yourself. They are not just for personal gain, but for the good of others. When you use your gifts to help, inspire, and uplift people, you are fulfilling a part of your divine calling. The greatest joy comes not from keeping your abilities to yourself, but from using them to make a difference in the lives of others. Every skill, every strength, and every passion you have can be a tool for impact when placed in the right hands. No matter where you are in life, your gifts are still active within you. It is never too late to recognize and develop them. Some of the most influential people discovered their true calling later in life simply by being willing to use what they had. What you have inside you is enough for the work you were created to do. There is no need to wait for perfect conditions or more qualifications. The moment you begin to use what you have, you will see that it was always enough. The more you use your gifts, the stronger they become and the more impact you will have. Every ability within you is there for a reason, waiting to be used in the way it was intended. You were never meant to walk through life alone. From the very beginning, you were designed for connection, created to live in relationships that bring meaning, support, and purpose. No one thrives in isolation. Even the most successful people, the strongest leaders, and the most gifted individuals all need the presence of others in their lives. Relationships are not an option, they are essential. You are made to give and receive love, to encourage and be encouraged, to serve and be served. Without meaningful connections, life feels empty, no matter how much you achieve or accumulate. People often chase accomplishments believing that success will bring them fulfillment. They devote years to building careers, businesses, and personal empires, only to reach the top and realize something is still missing. That missing piece is never something material. It is always relational. No achievement, no possession, and no status can replace the deep joy that comes from genuine relationship. You were wired to love and be loved, to share life with others in a way that brings fulfillment far beyond what personal success can offer. There is a reason why the greatest joys in life come from relationships, and the greatest pains also stem from them. Relationships matter so much that they have the power to shape your happiness, your perspective, and even your sense of purpose. The moments you cherish the most are rarely about accomplishments. They are about people, the ones who stood by you in difficult seasons, the ones who celebrated with you in times of victory, the ones who challenged you to become better, and the ones whose presence alone made life richer. Even the most independent person needs connection. Strength is not found in isolation, but in interdependence. The idea of being completely self-sufficient is an illusion because no one can truly succeed alone. The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset, your decisions, and ultimately your destiny. If you walk with those who build you up, who push you toward purpose, and who remind you of truth, you will grow. If you surround yourself with negativity, with relationships that drain your energy and pull you away from who you are meant to be, you will struggle. The quality of your relationships determines the quality of your life. Some people hesitate to build deep relationships because of past pain. They have been hurt, betrayed, or disappointed, and so they choose to guard their hearts by keeping others at a distance. But avoiding relationships out of fear does not protect you. It only isolates you. Healing is found in connection, not disconnection. The right relationships will strengthen you, restore you, and remind you of who you are. There is no greater gift than having people in your life who see your potential, speak life into you, and stand beside you through every season. Giving is just as important as receiving. Relationships are not just about what you get from them, but also about what you give. The most fulfilling moments in life come when you pour into others, when you offer encouragement, support, and love without expecting anything in return. The impact you make in someone else's life will always outlast any personal achievement. At the end of life, What will matter most is not what you built, but who you loved and how you influence those around you. The investment you make in relationships today will shape the legacy you leave behind. The connections you build will determine not only the joy you experience, but also the impact you have on the world. Your life is not just about you. You are created to make a difference, to leave an impact, and to contribute to something greater than yourself. The world teaches that happiness comes from pursuing personal success, wealth, or status, but true fulfillment is never found in self-centered living. The greatest joy comes when you shift your focus from what you can get to what you can give. When you realize that your gifts, your experiences, and even your struggles are meant to bless others, you begin to live with a sense of purpose that is unshakable. Every person has a unique role to play in the lives of others. The abilities you have were not given just for your own benefit. The lessons you have learned, the wisdom you have gained, and the hardships you have endured are not just for you. Someone else needs what you have. Someone is waiting for the encouragement that only you can give, the kindness that only you can offer, the wisdom that only you can share. When you use what you have to serve others, you unlock a level of meaning that personal success could never provide. The world is full of people searching for hope, for guidance, for someone to remind them that they are not alone. Many are struggling silently, carrying burdens they don't know how to handle. You may not realize it, but your presence, your words, and your actions can be the answer to someone's prayers. Even the smallest act of kindness, a word of encouragement, a moment of listening, a gesture of love can have a ripple effect far beyond what you can see. Every time you choose to serve, to give, or to love, you are making an impact that reaches further than you realize. People often think that making a difference requires doing something grand, something visible, or something that changes the world in an instant. But true impact happens in the everyday moments. It happens in the way you treat people, in the way you respond to challenges, in the way you show up for those around you. Every interaction is an opportunity to uplift, to inspire, and to leave someone better than you found them. The greatest contributions in history were not made by people who focused on themselves, but by those who lived to serve something greater. Serving others does not mean neglecting yourself or your dreams. It means using what you have, your skills, your resources, your influence, to bring value to those around you. When you invest in others, you are not losing anything. You are multiplying the impact of your life. The things you do for yourself may bring temporary satisfaction, but the things you do for others bring lasting fulfillment. The people who live with the greatest joy are not those who have the most, but those who give the most. There is a reason why people who serve others, whether through mentorship, generosity, or simple acts of kindness, experience deeper satisfaction in life. When you focus only on yourself, life feels small. But when you focus on helping others, life expands with purpose. The legacy you leave will not be measured by what you accumulated, but by the lives you touched. The influence you have is not determined by your position or wealth, but by your willingness to pour into others. Every day is an opportunity to step into this calling, to use what you have for something beyond yourself, and to make a difference that will outlive you. Life does not end when this world does. There is more beyond what you can see, beyond what you can touch, beyond what you can experience in the here and now. You were created for eternity, designed for something greater than the temporary existence of this life. Every decision you make, every priority you set, every way you spend your time is shaping not just your present, but your eternity. The world focuses on the here and now, on building wealth, achieving success, and chasing temporary pleasures. But the reality is that everything in this life is fleeting. No possession, no accomplishment, no human recognition will last forever. What matters is not how much you have or how much you achieve, but how well you've prepared for what comes after this life. Many people live as though this life is all there is, spending their days accumulating things that will eventually fade away. They work tirelessly to build a name for themselves, to secure comfort, and to gain as much as they can, only to realize that none of it truly satisfies. The reason for that emptiness is simple. You were never meant to be fulfilled by things that don't last. Your soul longs for something eternal, something beyond what this world can offer. No amount of success, money, or recognition can fill the space inside you that was designed for a purpose greater than this temporary life. Every moment you live is an opportunity to invest in something that will outlast you. The way you love, the way you serve, the way you impact others. These are the things that will echo into eternity. When you focus only on yourself, your efforts end when your life does. But when you pour into others, when you make a difference, when you live with eternity in mind, your impact continues far beyond your time on earth. The greatest legacy is not found in what you leave behind in terms of wealth or achievements, but in the lives you touched, the hearts you changed, and the people you led towards something greater than themselves. The choices you make today are shaping your eternity. Every day you are either moving closer to your true purpose or drifting further away from it. The world distracts with temporary concerns, constantly pulling attention to things that will not matter in the end. But when you shift your focus to what truly lasts, when you align your life with an eternal purpose, everything changes. Your priorities become clearer, your worries become smaller, and your path becomes more defined. You stop chasing things that fade and start pursuing things that will last forever. One of the greatest truths about life is that it is short. No one knows how many days they have. No one is promised tomorrow, and yet so many people live as though they have unlimited time. They put off what truly matters, assuming there will always be another opportunity, another season, another chance. But life is not meant to be wasted on meaningless pursuits. Every moment matters, every decision counts, and every step you take is either leading you toward your eternal purpose or away from it. The time to live with intention is not in the future, it is now. What you do in this life echoes into eternity. Every act of kindness, every moment of faithfulness, every sacrifice made for a greater purpose is building something that will never fade. When you live with eternity in mind, fear loses its grip, distractions lose their power, and your life takes on a deeper sense of meaning. You begin to understand that your existence is not random, that your purpose is not temporary, and that your life is part of a far greater story. When you embrace that truth, you stop merely existing and start truly living. Your life is not random. You were created by God for God, and until you discover His purpose for your life, nothing else will satisfy. So today, stop chasing what doesn't matter and start living for what does. You were made for more. You were made to make a difference. You were made to fulfill God's purpose. If this message inspired you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Keep seeking, keep believing, and never forget God has a plan for you.